Hi everybody, I'm Bob with JD Squared and I'm standing in our electronic room. This is the room where we manufacture the PC boards that are used in all of our machinery. Now I'm holding my iPhone, so I apologize if it's shaking a little bit. The machines are running in the background, so there's also going to be some background noise. But anyway, in this room we just got the new floor all put down, and it's a special anti-static floor. A very expensive floor, by the way. It just got down, and this is the room that we've been working on to manufacture, to set all the machinery up. So it's still a little bit of a work in progress. We don't have the molding up on the walls. If you can see it, all the molding right there. We haven't got that done yet. I think we're still waiting on 2 more machines to come in to complete the line. And then we're getting ready to order a new X-ray machine, because some of the new control boards that we're bringing out are very high tech, and we actually have to X-ray through the chips to make sure that they got soldered properly on the board. Anyway, I'll give you a little tour here. Right now our investment in machinery to manufacture all of our boards, I think it's around $800,000 in that ballpark. And that hopefully will show you the commitment that JD Squared has of not only becoming the #1 manufacturer in the country here, hopefully in a few years, but also our commitment to you as the customer that we're not going to leave you in the cold. In 20 or 30 years, we're still going to be able to get boards and manufacture parts for your machine, because we've gone ahead and made the investment to make those parts in-house. So if we have another COVID or a company goes out of business, we're not having to deal with third parties. Your investment in JD Squared machinery is secure, and this is what we're doing to make it so. Anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around and I will go machine by machine and show you what they do and what we're doing. And then when we're done with this, we'll walk out in the shop and I'll give you a quick update of how we're handling the COVID. Our production is way up. We've invested a lot of money out there. We got a lot of machines out there waiting on a few parts, and I'll be happy to show you that too. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the line. Hello, Christine. Okay, that's my daughter-in-law, Christine. My son designs all the electrical boards, and Christine and him are the ones who basically fabricate them. And what we do, I'll zoom in here on the board, and this is the control board. You want to hold it up, Christine? This is the main control board that's going to go into the machines, and this is the brain board. This is the motion control board, and we purchased the boards. They're made in Chicago. Is that where? Chicago. They're USA made. I believe they're 6-layer boards. They're very high-tech boards, and we spend the extra money. Granted, we could save money, go to China, India, or something like that, but they just face it. They just make better boards here in America, and we're all about quality. So this is the board. Now it's got all of the solder pads on it. So my son designs the boards, he's the engineer, and then this company makes the raw PC board for us. Now we're going to go ahead and show you what it takes to, or at least part of the operation of what it takes to manufacture this board. So we're going to go this way. All right, I'm going to back up here. Okay, first thing, she's putting it into the Silkscreen machine. Now this machine here will automatically, basically like Silkscreen in a t-shirt, it will place the solder paste onto the board. Now if I zoom in here, you could actually see the mold in there, or the template in there, and then it's going to come out and it's going to come over here, and it's going in, let me back up, and it's going into this machine. And this is a really cool machine. So right there, you see the little boxes popping up? What this machine is doing is actually inspecting the quality of the solder paste. Is it the correct thickness? Is it the correct size? It does this fully automatically, and then it kicks the board out right here. So there's your board. You want to pull that out, Christine? Okay. So there's the board right there, and if I zoom in, it has put all of the solder and everything is now on the board. Now normally between these two machines, there's another machine that looks like this. However, we're waiting on it. It hasn't arrived yet. When it comes in, the machine will automatically transfer it from the solder inspection machine through here and put it into this machine. Now this is our high-speed chip placer, Devin, is that what you call it? A what? Okay, it's a high-speed pick and place, and I believe it'll put down, is it 28,000 components an hour, depending on the size of the component? Yeah, 28,000 an hour. It's one expensive puppy. If we back up, you could see it. So right here,
it's running 8,600 components an hour right now.
Okay, right now, whatever mode we're in, and this is counting all the big components, we're putting down 8,600 an hour. Now, a control board that I just showed you, let me zoom in and you'll see it. Let me see if you can see that. There you go. That's the board. Oh, maybe we can see it through here better. Let's see. Well, kinda. Yeah, you can see it. You can see how fast it's moving. It is just flat getting it done. Now, all of these are your cartridge reels, everything like that. They're holding all of the small little components. You can see it bumping the components through the machine. Now, when it gets done placing all these components, it'll kick it out here. This is giving us our current status. We've been running for 1 minute, 58 seconds. I think it takes what, Devin, 4 minutes to make a board? 200, oh, there you go. Mean time is 213 seconds. So we got about another couple minutes, and I believe there was 526. Yeah, roughly 526 components on this board. Now to give you an idea, I'm going to turn around over here, and on this table, this is boards that has already come through the entire line. So I don't really want to, I can pick it up by the corner, but I get yelled at if I move them. So this is a board that has surface mount components, and pretty much that's about it, have been installed onto the board. You can see where we got our door down. We actually have a door goes there, but we've been painting in here. So, you know, that's why you'll see some stuff laying around. We're not done organizing. All right, so let's come over here. See where we're at. We're at 213, so take a little over 3 minutes. Now it's putting down larger components, so it's going to the rear. Now this plastic that you see on here, we'll be taking it off later and doing a better video where the video quality is better. However, we have it on the machine now because they've been painting all the roof and everything like that. That's my son right there, Devin. So if you like the way our machines operate, the software and the controls, he's the guy who take responsibility for. So what he's doing right now is certain components you have to manually place, and he's placing the, what do you call them, the socket or receptacles? Headers. He's replaced the headers. Now it's going to go in this machine, and it's pretty cool. This machine here is going, it's basically shooting around. You can see it doing its thing right there. And it's actually looking at every component on the board, and then it's going to come back and tell you if it's placed properly. It's basically doing a visual inspection, and it just checked 526 components or whatever it was. What was that, 10 seconds maybe, or something like that?
It'll tell me when I get out of this window.
I don't think we can see inside it. Yeah, really not, can't really see inside it very good. Let's roll over here. There you go. Now it'll be coming out this side of the machine here in a second. What Devin's doing right now is he's going by and he's verifying, because it threw errors. Now we're still, you know, dialing in the machine, teaching it what we do. So a lot of the errors that it's going to show are not actual errors. All right, there it goes right there. So it came out of this machine, went through the conveyor transfer. Now what it's doing is it's going into the multi-zone oven. And this oven, I believe, has 7 zones, right? 10 zones. And it will basically preheat the board, solder it, cool it down, you know, keep everything from not having like thermal shock. And you can see it's going through kind of slow. And it's let me back up here a little bit. It's a good sized machine. It's not a small machine. You can see the whole line right there, cruising along. So if we come over here, we zoom in, you can see what it's doing right here. You got your different zones all set up with the different temperatures in it, everything like that. Now, as it proceeds down the line right here, it will be coming out this end over here. Back up a little bit. So we have another machine that we're getting ready to order that will actually be collecting the boards on this end. Right now, they're basically racing from that end to this end to cache the board before it drops it on the ground. I don't think we dropped any on the ground, but what the heck. Now there's our air handler that we built. This was just a quickie one that we manufactured real fast, and it's a HEPA type air valve or air cleaner system. And we're going to make a really pretty one here a little bit later, get it all nice and painted with a really nice ducting and all. But right now, we're kind of in a hurry to get this whole room set up and operating, so that'll have to wait. So if we come down here, anyway, when it comes out of the oven, it will look like this right here. At this point, it's now going to go into this machine, which is not operating yet, because they'll do this whole job first, make these, and then they'll fire this machine up. And I'll do a video on it later when I do an absolute complete tour of the entire process. This is just a quickie video. And in this machine, you will place your boards on it, and what it does is after you hand place all of what they call through-hole components, headers and everything, you see all the holes right there, you'll place them, it'll go into this machine, and this machine will fully automatically solder all of the components in place. We try to do as much as we can automated, because typically machines don't have bad days. So we really strive hard here at JD Squared for the quality, and this is what it takes. I think when we're done with this room, we'll probably have $1 million into it when we add the new machines that we're getting ready to purchase. But you know, hey, it is what it is, right? Anyway, just wanted to show you a quick tour of what's going on, and I am going to walk out into the shop right now, and I'll kind of show you what we're doing out there. Let's head that way. Okay, I made my way out to the production floor. I'm going to take you to a couple different places. Right now behind me is where we assemble our flatbed tables, the wood routers, the plasmas, or whatever. We've made a tremendous amount of progress on them because we're selling a lot of them right now. A lot of people are selling their machines and buying ours, or buying ours for the first time. And we were pretty backed up there a few months ago, 40, 50 machines behind. We've reeled it into now where I believe we have every machine that's been ordered as up to about 2 days ago already on the floor, except for 4 of them. And our goal is by the end of the year to ramp up to producing 20 machines a week, or basically 4 a day. Right now we're about 10 a week. We have all the machinery in place and the equipment to do it, we just don't have the personnel. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you a couple. I'll show you a couple things. Okay, here we go. This is what I was talking about. It's lunchtime, so a lot of people are at lunch, and you can see where the machines are going down. They'll put down the main frame and everything. So this person has ordered obviously an air table because it's got the deflectors in it. These are really heavy frames, boy, we love it. We've also just started putting in the square lights up there. We're getting ready to replace all the lights in the building with the high efficiency LEDs. That's going to take a little bit of time because we're having trouble getting lights. And I think there's near 400 of them in the building. We just replaced 83 of them, or in there in the process. So this is the machine right here. Now this one is a stainless steel water table. It's a MAD MP. This is a 5x10. So you could kind of see what they're doing. But here's something that's kind of interesting. If we come over here, you see the machines, all the blue wrap, the white wrap machines, they're back there, they're everywhere. We've had a lot of machines, like right now there's a bunch of open areas, but we've had a lot of machines sitting here literally waiting on a single component. So, and that component was this right here. And it's the 23 size high precision gearbox. And we just had a heck of a time getting them. So we ended up finding another supplier. Not that our other supplier was giving us trouble, but they were having, you know, they didn't drop the ball. They were having problems getting parts also. So we found another world leader. We don't buy the cheap Chinese boxes. So we're currently buying these off a company called Apex. They're a world leader in high precision gearboxes. And we also use the American-made GAM gearboxes, which we love those guys too. So this is the plasma area, and those machines there are basically waiting on a single component that we don't manufacture. You know, as soon as it comes in, they'll bolt it on it, they'll seal it up, and away they go. Now, I may be lying to you by accident. These machines, since these have the gearboxes on it, these may very well have the gearboxes on it, and they're waiting for people to come pick them up, because most people do drive in and pick their machines up and they get training. Over here is another one of our current COVID problems. This is model 54 production. You can see what we're doing. We're building away, getting the machines completely done. But if you notice, there's no hydraulic cylinder in them, you know? And sure enough, COVID, you know, the whole crisis got us there too, to where we are having trouble getting hydraulic cylinders. So we really kind of insist on American-made cylinders. So we have found another company, I think they're out of Pennsylvania or whatever, and they have flown in and looked everything over, and they are currently trying to get our business away from the other company. So they're rushing cylinders for us. So if you got a model 54 on order, it could be one of these machines right here, but we are going as hard as we can. As soon as we get these cylinders done, they'll get all these machines together pretty fast and get them going. So let's walk over to the die area. Let me see, let's go over to shipping. Let's see how they're doing over there. I didn't quite make it all the way to shipping. I just saw these here. These are rotary attachments for the MADs and everything. These are the tube feeders attachments also for the RC6s. If you got one of them on order, this could be yours also. Sales on them are going along pretty well right now. Okay, let's walk over this way. As I mentioned in my last update, we still haven't got shelving up and everything like that. It's still, you know, kind of a train wreck because we've just been concentrating so hard on production, but we are getting there. So let's go over here to shipping. I see a lot of pedals. So sales of benders has literally just gone through the roof. I mean, wow. We've got our backlog of dies down to 1,100 sets of dies on back order, but we're building, I think right now it's around probably 320 to 380 sets a week. So you can see they got a lot of dies right here, and believe it or not, this is probably half of what there was sitting here a few weeks ago, because they're really getting them in the boxes and getting them out pretty darn fast. Powder coating with the extra oven running, and everything's running really smoothly back here. Let's come around this way. You can see that it's much more empty. There's a lot of parts sitting around. We've really reworked our system and our organization of how we're moving stuff through powder, and that's starting to pay off really good. In fact, this area here is where we spray paint the dies, and I think last time I did the update of 3-4 weeks ago, this whole area was full of dies. Well, Steve's been working really hard, and they basically come in and he gets them gone. Let's come over here and I'll show you what we're getting ready to do. This is really going to be really cool. I mentioned before that we currently do a cold process of blackening the metal. Ooh, look at this. These are the new yokes that I'm using on the square stabilizer for the RC6s. They're there. Anyway, what we got right here is our cold process line, right? What we're getting ready to do is switch over to this stuff right here. We got tanks, we got the whole line and everything like that. And what this is we're gonna go to a true hot process of blackening instead of the cold process. So it's a very durable finish. The problem is you pretty much need to be using a complete automated line because of how dangerous the stuff is. You know, it's black oxide, it's boiling along, well, not boiling, but it's running along about 235 degrees. That's a lot. So let me walk over here. Once again, we still haven't cleaned up the trash right here. We'll get around to it. What's up, Chad? All right, let me walk over here and I'll show you what we're doing Model 32. Well, before I get to the 32 area, that is the frame of an RC6 right there. Now, this one here hasn't been finished machining. Hey, Jose, how you doing, buddy? Jose right here, he's our man in charge of the big stuff, and he does, like this is gantries right here. So this looks like this is an extended gantry for a 5x10 machine, and he's doing all of that. In fact, right here, if we come over here, you could actually see through here. We are currently machining a gantry. This is a big machine. This is, I'll back up so you can see it better. This is a, I can't even back up far enough. That's a Haas Vf12 right there, 150-inch machine. You can see the parts shifting through it. So let's head this way over here. We'll get to, I'll be glad when we get all our shelves built so we can get some of the stuff off the floor, but we just haven't had time. How you doing, buddy? All right, over here, they're banging away on 32. So right here, see what they're doing right here. They're basically chamfering all the holes. I mean, we really take a lot of care in how we build these machines. So they're using this machine just to basically, clean the parts up that are coming out of this bad boy right here. Now this one's not running currently. Yeah, we just had a part strike on our glass here a couple weeks ago, shattered our glass. I mean, it's still there, it's okay. But we're gonna go ahead and order a new glass. But you can kind of see in there, I don't know if you can, where we have the tombstone is loaded up with parts. Here you go, right here is the tombstone here, loaded up with all the parts. And it'll process all of those parts right there in all the holes and everything in 40 minutes. This is a really fast machine. If you look right here, you can see we got a lot of parts that we're getting ready to feed through it. These are all Model 32 benders. There they go with our lights. We're replacing all the lights. But you can see my playground area in the background. They put up, what are they giving me? 12, looks like I got 12, oh baby, 16 lights. So I can start shooting a lot of video. But anyway, this is nothing but frames that are going into Model 32s. And we have Model 32 production is up to, I believe we're averaging 248 machines a week in that area. So these here, these are parts that have been done. They clearly just come out of the machine. You can still see the moisture on it. So they're going to be going into the machine we just saw a minute ago. Here's more parts right here. Let's go ahead and take a walk over into, let's just head this way. What the heck, right? What's up, Trevor? Oh, okay, here you go. This is always fun. I love this machine. This is our 5-axis machine right here, and what it's doing is it's just basically clearing the coolant off the part right there. Are you getting ready to put a new one in, Trevor? All right. Go ahead and do your stuff, man. I'll watch it. All right. Now what these are, if I zoom right here, these are yokes for the square tube stabilizer system on the RC6 rotary cutter. And not to give anything away, but for everybody out there who has got our flat table with extended gantry and the rotary attachments, I'm getting ready to start trying to figure out how to put the stabilizers on our flatbed machine. Once I do that, boy, that'll really be cool. Now, I don't know how hard it's going to be, but I'll give you my word that I'm going to try hard. So what he's doing is he's placing it into the vise. Now, are those parts been pre-dovetailed? Yeah. Okay, what we have to do is we'll take the aluminum here and we will dovetail it. Did you see that okay? Yeah, we dovetail it and it goes into the special vices which will grab on that dovetail. If we don't do that, this machine will literally just yank this part right out of the machine. So, all right, so he's gonna hit the go button and there she goes. All right, it's gonna go get a tool. No, it's gonna get a probe, I'm sorry. Let's just see what it's gonna do right here. it hesitates sometimes between moves. I'm not really sure why. I don't see any G-code telling it to hesitate. But so what it's going to do right now is it's probing the part. This way, we don't really care where we put it in the vise. The new Haas's have a system to where they will basically correct for any kind of misalignment on the part during loading. There it goes. This machine is really paying for itself fast. I think I mentioned before where a couple parts on the RC6 rotary cutter are relatively difficult to machine, and we were getting 3 parts a day. On this machine now, we're getting 3 parts roughly an hour, you know? So now if you notice, you'll see some delays in it. We actually know what we're doing. We're not running the machine at full speed yet. You know, it's kind of new to us, so we don't want to blow anything up. So we'd rather take it easy, and we'll start speeding it up as we're a little bit more comfortable with it. You see how far away the machine's running while it rotates. Clearly that's a waste of production time, and we will be eliminating that. So don't start typing, we already know. All right, let's walk over to the laser area and see how they're doing that away. Oh, this is that new machine I showed you a couple weeks ago that was being installed. It's been running great. We're getting ready to move our 5x10 plasma into the playground area over there. When I get over there, I'll tell you some of the problems we had over there because of COVID. Let's walk through some machines here. All righty. Here we go. There's a few people still here. Like I said, around lunchtime, they'll head to lunch. All righty. So this area here, well, over there, they're making dies. So we walk over here. I'm just basically showing you that we're making progress on this, folks. We're getting there. Anyway, they're banging out dies right here. This one's already done. So let's open up the door here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a finished die right there. It's getting ready to go into the mills now down there, where it will be milled, and then they'll weld on the blocks and everything. But if you notice, there's not a gazillion dies laying around because we've gone ahead and invested in more tooling and everything like that to rapidly increase our production ability. So right now, you're looking at, that's probably, you know, they'll have all this done here today. It's going to be about 60 to 80 dies that they'll build today, you know. Yeah, over here they're doing the post-ops after they turn it. Well, this is pre-turn here, but they'll put in the patterns and all the, you know, the dowel pins where they can actually mount it into these machines. Currently we have 3 of them running. So, okay, now let's head back over to the laser area. You see them up there? Let me see here. They're putting in lights over here in the laser area. And boy, these guys are happy to get those. I can't wait to where we can clean up, you know, and get some of this stuff on shelves, but hey, it is what it is. Got the Mitsubishi up and running with the air handler. It's running full time. So, hey Todd. So we're now operating 2 lasers full time. This one's blinking red. Let's see, is it done? Yeah, it's done. There's nothing in it. It's getting ready to cut some 3/4 plate.
Come back in 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll come back. They can see it cut. This thing is this is our new Armada. Boy, it really gets it done. But if you notice over here too, you don't see a lot of metal piled around everywhere. There's Kyle right there. He's removing parts right now. What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good. Yeah. There you go. That's a part off the laser. And just in case you're curious, I'm going to be doing a video here a little while comparing a plasma cut part against a laser cut part in different thicknesses. Clearly a plasma is not going to hang with a laser, but it's also what, sub $20,000 compared to $750,000. I think you're going to be shocked at how good our plasmas are cut, but I am absolutely not telling you that they're going to compete with laser, and I'm going to do a video showing you the actual edges, the taper measurement, everything like that. So in this area here, you can see where we don't have a lot of back-ordered parts like we had last time. You know, that you could attribute that to a lot of overtime and everything else that we've been paying trying to get these things going. I see right here we got a bunch of the 12 packs, oxygen to feed the machines. We are currently going to an external tank outside that is going to eliminate that. Should save us about $1,400 a month in oxygen cost. We go through a tremendous amount of oxygen. I know our steel purchases have gone through the roof. I think we purchased, I think the first quarter this year, I think we purchased $500,000 worth of steel, you know. But if we come here, here's what we've done since I last talked to you. They've, oh, it's looking nice over here now. Getting some bright lights. My old race car all dirty. I got to clean that up, you know. When we moved up here, somebody stole the carburetor off it, don't you know? Anyway, I'm still working on this area. I've got the Model 54 has been installed and leveled. We do exactly what we ask you to do. It has been bolted to the ground, everything's squared. We do have the router fully ready to go, but right now it's configured as an air table, and a video that I got to shoot here very, very quickly is how we're going to take this machine right here, set up for plasma operation. How easy is it to convert over to a wood router? And this is the actual wood router table right here. There's the air, there's a water-cooled spindle. So I'll be shooting a video showing you how to how we're going to convert that over. You'll be shocked how fast it is. I think it's probably going to take us 20 minutes, maybe something like that. Now this is a machine that I started working on last year, and basically there was a company out there I called. I tried to order a vacuum forming machine. I thought the guy was kind of a jerk, and I said, well, we'll build our own. So this is a 2x4 vacuum forming machine. We may even sell this thing because we've actually made our own control boards for it. We've gone to 16 zones of infrared heaters like what you see on the really high dollar machines. I got OCD, I think you know that, or a little bit of it anyway. And you can see where we got the air cylinder. Well, I didn't like the idea of the platform raising up just by the air cylinder. So I've actually keyed it with gear rack and a rod, and so it runs up in rails so that it goes up perfectly. And so we're probably gonna bring it out. And the reason I'm showing you this is one of the projects that I wanna do on the router when it's set up is we're gonna do like Halloween mask, to where we actually carve all the wood faces and everything like that on the wood router, bring it over here, and we'll vacuum form it, we'll give it to all the kids and everything. Let me show you a problem that we had. I couldn't believe it happened. For almost 3 weeks, I've been spinning my wheels. I haven't been able to do anything, and this is the problem right here. If you can believe it, a lot of our machines, obviously, you would just have a plug right here, and then you would just plug it in with a cord, right? Good luck. We have not been able to buy a 240 volt plug for over a month now. We can't even get them. So we finally got tired of waiting. You know, they kept saying this, hey, any day, any day. Well, it didn't happen. After a month, we just said, screw it. Hardwire the machine in. Just let's get it up and running, man. I got videos to shoot. I ain't got no time to waste. So they went ahead and did this. So I'm pretty much good to go right there. I'm getting ready to set up again, start shooting videos. This is the new square stabilizer in the rotary cutter right here. Wow, this thing works so good. Let me pull this lamp out of the way right here. Yeah, it worked great. So there's the back view of it. I got to shoot videos out here showing the lifter assembly, things like that. But anyway, we're getting there, guys. I just wanted to kind of give you an update. I'm very excited about what's getting ready to happen in the next couple months. I know I told you guys I got a lot of videos to shoot, and I haven't been able to do it in the last few weeks. In fact, I just put in a new computer right here to where we've got all of our woodworking equipment, everything on that we're gonna be running on that machine. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and let me get my butt back to work, make you guys some videos. All right, bye.